Hey, my name is PolishLynx. We are back with some more Carpe Diem Reboot, and I'm awoken by a loud noise coming from outside. Confused, I fall out of bed and sprint toward the door. I swing open, but there's nothing there. Nothing at all. I can hear Ai rustling around the bed. She lets out a yowl.
Jung, what are you doing?
She sits up on the bed, rubbing her eyes. I guess I woke her up. I just thought I heard someone knock. It's nothing.
I didn't hear anything.
Am I getting paranoid? Is it because of the talk with Seiji yesterday? I can't think of anything else that would cause it. I said it's best to change the topic. I'm going to make breakfast. Do you want anything?
Of course I do. Just give me some of whatever you're having.
I tries to get out of bed, but eventually sits back down.
Whoa, what's going on with my body? It's all stiff.
You're probably just sore from yesterday. Maybe you should take the day off and rest or something.
Rest? What is rest?
Should have expected that, right? Something you will apparently not be doing. What are your plans for today?
Probably gonna finish up some projects or something.
Whoa, really? No, Yume, that's not like you.
Oh, what's this?
Good question. What are you doing?
Is my little Jung missing my best friend already?
No. First off, no. Second, who the hell is little Jung? Jung.
You, of course. Yume and I aren't doing anything today.
Great, now I have to come up with my own reason to go outside today. I was hoping she and Yume would be doing something, so I wouldn't have to worry about this.
She has school stuff or whatever.
That's it. Why don't we go to the university? We can hang out with her there. I don't understand why he suggested that. Whatever. What?
Jung, are you in love with Yume?
No. Why would he? What? No, I just...
Then why do you need to see her?
I don't. I just want to.
Want to what?
Get out of the house!
You what?
Didn't see that coming, huh? Are you happy now?
My little Jung is all grown up. You've never wanted to go outside on your own before. It's like I'm a mom seeing her first child go off to college. I'm so proud of you.
And just like that, it's decided. I text Yume and let her know that we'll be meeting her over there at some point today.
Okay, let's go.
And apparently that point is right now. I managed to convince Ai to at least let me eat breakfast before we left. After getting dressed and cleaning up the kitchen, we're finally on our way. Being out on the streets is evoking that same sense of paranoia I had when I first woke up today. I survey the area for anyone that looks suspicious, but I'm not really seeing anything of interest. At least not yet. Once we're a few blocks away from the apartment, the paranoia kicks in even harder. For all I know, Seiji could have eyes on me at every corner. Yet at the end, he did say we're the only ones who knew about this project. But would that really be enough to prevent him from hiring someone to tail me? We show up to the university as soon as class lets out. The walkways are filled with students moving from class to class. Normally a place like this would make me uncomfortable, but I feel like this is just what I need to counteract my paranoia. There's no way Sage would be able to keep an eye on us here. One of the downsides to this, however, is that finding Yuma is going to be near impossible. Oh look, she's there. No. Kasu. Amongst the crowd, I somehow do spot Kasu. It doesn't seem like he heard her for.
Hey!
I pushed her way up to him and taps him on the shoulder. Startled, he turns around with his back covering his mouth.
Huh? Oh.
He calms down the moment he recognizes us.
It's you two.
I, and this is Jung.
Right. I and Jung. I'm sorry. I'm not the best with names. What are you guys doing here?
We're just looking for a friend of ours. Nothing special.
Oh, really? Well, it's nice to see you two again.
Yeah, I was not talking about you, but okay.
It's been a while since we last spoke.
So what are you up to? Doing some more painting?
As a matter of fact, I am. I was just looking for a good spot. Are you still interested? I remember you saying something about it last time and...
Heck yes, I'm interested.
Oh no, here we go.
Hey, stop being such a downer, Jung. I want to paint.
Luckily for you two, I still have some extra canvases and tools.
It appears as if Kasu has been waiting for this moment since we last left him.
Let's find a place to set up and I can go grab them for you guys.
They let Ai take the lead in location scouting. She uses her hand to shield her eyes from the sun and tries her best to find a decent spot. God damn it. There's a fly in the room. Opening the window was a bad idea. After searching around for a few minutes, we end up overlooking a remarkably beautiful landscape where the ocean meets the mountains. I'm surprised you can find a view like this right here at the university. There's no way Kasu didn't know about this.
Wow, it's so pretty.
You guys wait here. I'll be right back.
He drops a few bags he has and heads back toward one of the buildings. I text Yuma to let her know where she'll be able to find us. I doubt she'll have the time to.
What are you guys doing here?
Yume!
The two hugged as if they were long lost sisters, reuniting for the first time in 9 years. I literally just texted you.
I'm a psychic.
I figured our other friend would at least get back before usual wrap time. He's going to be confused.
You have other friends?
I sigh. I'm getting used to this kind of beratement. Yes, in fact I almost need 2 hands to count the amount of friends I have. No one laughs at my joke. I sigh again. Last time we were here, I became friends with some sort of art student. We were going to be painting with him.
Well, that certainly explains the canvas lying on the ground.
Yume, paint with us!
Me? Painting? I really don't know if that's the best idea. I'm not the most artistic person out there.
Probably still better than me.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun!
God damn it.
I guess I can try.
Kasu comes back with back and 2 canvases. The moment he sees Yuma, his walking speed slows down significantly. Kasu, this our friend Yuma, do you mind if she joins us?
No. Not at all.
Nice to meet you. Kasu, was it?
It's... Ugo Kasu.
What a unique name. I like it.
Thank you.
Considering Yuma is slowly transforming into another AI, it doesn't take long for Kasu to warm up to her. Probably into another eye, but okay. Before we know it, we're ready to start painting.
Okay, let's do this!
Ah!
What's wrong?
I only brought 2 canvases with me. I didn't expect someone else to join. I'm so sorry.
It's fine, give mine to her. I'm not in the mood to paint right now anyway, or even now that I think about it.
Are you sure, Jung?
Yeah, I'll just be the judge or something.
Cool. Loser buys everyone a drink.
Oh yeah? Bring it on.
Hugo tries his hardest to suppress his laughter, but it's all to no avail. He's growing up with the other two in no time at all. The three of them set up their canvases and prepare some oil paints. Where did you jump into those clothes? It's clear that both I and Yuma are simply mimicking what Ukasu is doing, but Yuma seems to be having an easier time. Still standing up, each of them turns and faces the horizon. Feeling useless, I volunteer to find us some chairs we can see all sit in. The search doesn't take long as I'm able to grab a few extra chairs from an unused table displayed nearby. I pay close mind to not distract them while they're painting and sit relatively far away. The university is still riddled with people, but the foot traffic doesn't bother me as much as it used to. I guess hanging out with I and Yuma has been enough to get me to adapt to civilization. It's actually funny to think that just a week ago I wouldn't have been able to do this. When noon comes, we decide it's best to take a quick lunch break. Leaving the tools and canvas aside, we set off to campus cafeteria. Apparently I and Yuma are professional artists now, considering they are too busy talking about landscapes and pastels to pay attention to class or me. The entire lunch break carries on this way until we arrive back at the painting area. Once again, the three of them grab their brushes and each other stops. The sudden shift from incessant chatter to complete silence is understandable for us, but just weird when we're talking about I. This whole painting thing is carrying on a lot longer than I imagined it would. If I knew I was going to be sitting here all day, I would have brought something to keep me occupied. Instead, I find myself walking around campus, glancing at random objects and contemplating the meaning of life. I figured that by now, that people around me either think I suffer chronic depression or I'm just straight up weird, so I decided to head back. I check on the others from time to time to see if they are close to finishing, but they probably aren't. I'm not really sure though, considering I haven't exactly looked at the results too far. Being the judge of this prestigious event, I'd like to maintain a certain element of surprise. From what I can tell, however, I have been stealing glances at Kasu's painting. In fact, it seems like she's even been looking over at humans from time to time. I can see where she's coming from since it's her first time and everything, but I can't shake the idea that she's cheating in one way or another. They all seem to be putting so much effort in it. This whole being judged thing is starting to weigh on me. It's mid-afternoon when Yuma finally puts down her brush. She's the first one to finish. Without bothering the others, she walks up to me and motions that she will be leaving for a bit before heading off in the direction of one of the buildings. Shortly after she leaves, Kasu finishes as well. Knowing he'd be too shy to initiate a conversation, I decided to break the ice and reach out for a while. I still working hard on her painting. Seems like she's having a lot of fun. I've never seen her willingly stay quiet for this long before. She becomes the final one to finish as soon as Yuma returns. Now that everyone's done, the pressure is on me. I figure I should judge the paintings based on the order they were completed in, and we start with humans. It's actually not all that bad. A few of the colors seem to be out of place, but the way she used blending techniques and these guys that made it feel more artsy, I guess. Either way, I sincerely doubt this was her first time painting. I checked the next painting. That works just as stunning as I imagined it would be. While Yuma's painting was decent, it's no surprise that she was far surpassed by an art student. Kasu's painting was able to capture pretty much everything in our field of vision. The colors, the textures, the atmosphere, everything. Finally, I move on to Ai's work. I decided to brace myself for the worst, especially since she will be going up against Ugasu and his near-flawless landscape. Yuma took Ugasu, seeming eager to check out her painting as well. When she reveals it, all three of us are speechless. I don't know how she did it, but her canvas looks like it's alive, like it's breathing. It looks closer to the photograph than a painting.
Wow, this is better than anything I've ever seen. Just who are you, Ai?
Instead of replying, I just give shrugs at him smugly.
This is absolutely insane. How did you do it?
I let Yuma and Kasu talk about the painting while trying to figure out my own way of describing it. The sky is the perfect shade of blue. The grass is shaded in a way that makes it seem like the wind is blowing. And a huge medieval castle towers over the land below.
So, did I win?
Well, let's see. Yuma's work was great, but as I predicted, she wasn't able to cap Castle and his picturesque landscape. I hope her to create something even Picasso would deem a masterpiece. I don't know how she did, but she did.
So, I do win?
Well, the thing is, you didn't paint what you were supposed to.
What are you talking about?
Jung is right. It's an amazing painting, but we don't live in medieval times. And are those dragons?
What?
I'm amazed at your talent, Ai. Really. But they're right. This isn't what we were trying to paint.
Kasu, why have thou forsaken me?
Maybe I just see stuff that isn't really there. I mean, that would definitely explain a lot of things.
But don't you guys like dragons? I thought they would make the scenery cooler. Everything else is accurate, right?
What about the castle?
And the drawbridge?
I think I see a dinosaur.
Leave me alone.
Sorry, I will get you an apple juice. You deserve it.
I'll take a soda. You can pick the flavor.
You guys planned on making me lose from the start, didn't you?
No, not at all. I mean, I expected to lose, but I wasn't going to sabotage your painting or anything. You just broke the rules, that's all.
Ugh, fine. But you guys are going down next time.
Let's go of her disqualification, even though she's clearly frustrated. I actually kind of feel a little guilty, but it can help. I regret nothing.
What about you, Kasu? What do you want to drink? Young's buying.
What? Oh, good.
I'm fine. Thank you, though.
I thought it was the loser who was supposed to die. To buy. Don't listen to me sometimes.
Come on, don't be shy.
No, really, I'm fine. I'm gonna tidy all this stuff up before I head out. I'll probably be gone by the time you get back.
Aw, really? Well, next time we see you, make sure you have enough equipment for all of us. You're going down, Kasu. That's a promise.
Sure, I'll be waiting.
I walks towards me and grabs a hold of my shirt.
Coins.
What?
Give me coins. I went to buy the drinks.
You just can't catch a break, can you, Jung?
You can say that again. I hand a few alms down to the pleading peasant. I take it as a sign of pity. I receive a 5% boost to critical strike and I walks away. Mind if I hang on to Ai's canvas? She's not going to want to let go of this.
Oh, can I have mine too?
Sure, no problem. They're your works after all.
Jung and I grab the canvases.
But seriously, Jung, what just happened? I turned into Leonardo da Vinci out of nowhere.
Seemed more like a monette to me.
Wait, has she not painted before?
Never.
How? She must be a genius. Her art was breathtaking.
Yeah, kind of thought he was going to suck, not gonna lie. Ugasu lets a smile escape as he glances back at Ai's landscape.
She has an eye for nature.
You think so?
Part of me thinks she might understand the world better than any of us.
Well, she definitely loves it more. That much is apparent.
With what Kazu is saying makes sense. Being a human living in a growing world is something we take for granted. For Ai, it's everything she ever wished for. This is all brand new to her. It's no wonder she loves everything so much. Deep down, I'm happy for her. I'm happy she got her wish.
Well, I guess I should get going. Thank you so much for keeping me company. I had a lot of fun.
So did we. See ya, Kasu.
Thanks for letting us bother you. It was fun being a judge. Kind.
I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Kazu slings his bag over his shoulder and walks away. For a time-looking guy, he's surprisingly strong if he can lug that stuff around all day. I let out a sigh. My change is faster than my brain can process. How can she even do half of this stuff?
Isn't changing like this the point, though? Besides, I wouldn't really say it's a bad thing. It makes spending time with her a lot more fun. There's always something new.
Yeah, but normally I just feel more anxious than excited.
Jung, everything is fine. What's the worst that could happen?
If only she knew.
Our days are numbered, Jung. We might as well live them up while we can. You never know when these happy days could come to an end.
True. You make it sound as if you're leaving. Yume goes silent and looks away. Oh boy. He was correct, wasn't he? Wait!
I've been trying to find the right time to tell you.
Wait, are you being serious?
I'm sorry,
But what? Is it for school?
I guess it was obvious, huh?
Well, I mean, I knew you were busy with all of these random meetings and stuff, but I didn't expect it to be something like this.
I'm sorry.
Hey! When?
Next week.
When the hell were you planning on telling us?
I don't know. Sooner or later, I guess. It's just, anytime I'm with I don't want to think about it.
Understandable.
I want to stay with her longer.
Understandable.
I want to stay with both of you longer.
I don't know if understandable. Then why move?
All this time, I've been content with how I live. Making money off programming and software development, spending my free time tending to things at the bakery. But meeting you guys ignited something in me. I know I can do better.
That's it, just like that. You're going to give up on the things that make you happy all to chase something.
I know you think that I'm being silly or childish or whatever, but this is important to me.
She isn't, to be honest.
As much as I love spending time with you guys, I have to prioritize myself. Sacrifices are inevitable.
There is no changing your mind, is there? Not even if I offer to teach you.
There isn't. Maybe one day I'll change my mind, but for now, this is something I need to do.
How long are you staying?
Months? Years? Decades? Anything can happen.
I will miss you.
Are you saying I will miss me, or you will?
Both? Yume giggles. This year's aura begins to fade away. Are you planning on telling Ai when she gets back? You can't hide this forever.
I don't think I'm ready to tell her yet. I don't want it to ruin our last few days together.
You say so. I just don't want either of you getting hurt.
Yo!
Right next to me. Apparently she gets sprinted up to me from behind without me noticing. I don't remember installing a stealth operation.
So I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I want a rematch.
Save that for next time. Why do you have 4 cans?
I bought myself 2 drinks because I deserve them.
Interesting. Losers don't normally receive special treatment.
Hey, who are you calling a loser?
I wonder. I look over to Uma to check on how she's feeling about the current situation. Part of her looks like she desperately wants to lie, but it doesn't seem like she actually will. Yuma hangs her head and avoids conversation. I said to come to the rescue. Done for the day, Yuma. You look tired.
Yeah, I'm thinking of heading home now.
Same here. Why don't we walk you home? I want to buy a few things from the bakery anyway.
Yeah, sure. Sounds good.
I start tugging my shirt to try and get my attention. I simply ignore her and start walking off toward the campus exit. Yuma has settled down on the way back, and things finally start to seem normal again. The 2 girls begin planning their schedules for next week.
How about sports? What kind of sports do you play?
I mean, I used to play volleyball and basketball, but that was back in high school. I doubt I'd still be...
Great, so how about we play basketball tomorrow?
Oh, screw it. Sure.
That was easy. Normally I pass on strenuous physical activities like this, but thinking about the little time Yuma has left to us, I decided to come as well. We stopped by the grocery store on the way home to pick up a few things before grabbing dessert at Yuma's place. We don't really need to buy any food yet, seeing as we still have enough left in our house to feed an army. Honestly, I'm just stalling at this point. I figure that walking home in the dark will help fend off my any vision Seiji may have of us. After hanging around for a bit, we begin to head back.
Well then, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, see you on the court, homie.
Bye, Yume. We wave goodbye to Yume and exit the bakery. The sky is pitch black by the time we step outside.
You're so smooth, Jung.
What can you possibly be talking about this time?
It's already obvious that you like Yume. Why don't you just admit it?
I continue walking. I'm not getting wrapped up in this.
Nothing's wrong with it. Yume's super cute. You have my stamp of approval.
No. I don't need your stamp of approval to do what I want to do.
So admit that you like her.
No, that's not what I said. She continues pestering me about Yume until we arrive at the apartment. Everything seems just as normal as always. My surprise today wound up being pretty peaceful after all. When we get inside, I immediately start cooking dinner. We haven't had a full meal since this morning.
Wow, it's night already? I feel like we've only been awake for like 2 hours.
You guys were painting for 6 hours. In fact, I only remember how long it was because they were the longest 6 hours of my life!
You should have painted with us then. I'm sure Kasu had a spare canvas somewhere.
I think we've bothered Kazu enough.
Oh, stop. You're way too careful about what other people think. You should be more assertive when it comes to what you want.
And start unwanted conflicts. I think I'm fine with the way I am. I walk over to her my computer while I cook. Even though she spends every day out and about, she always finds time to finish her projects in the end. I bet Yume is like this as well. She's probably at home doing the same exact thing right now. I and Yume are two of the most goal-oriented, hardworking girls I have ever come across. Deep down, I understand why Yume wants to eat. She isn't in the wrong. Dinner's ready! Hurry up and eat! If you're playing basketball in the morning, you'll probably want to head to bed early.
Go ahead and eat without me.
What? I finish eating and clean up the kitchen. I still isn't finished by the time I'm done. I leave her food on the table and get into bed. I'm not exhausted by any means, but my consciousness starts to fade the moment my head hits the pillow. Yume will be gone soon. Maybe we should all get together and do something special before she leaves. I should think of something tomorrow. Reboot. The heat of the sun blasts through the windows of my room. It's that quiet, but I could have sworn I heard Ai's voice just moments ago. I open my eyes to find Ai sitting on the floor right next to the bed. She's holding a phone to her ear and staring at me. She looks confused. The first thing that comes to mind is that maybe Yume broke the news to her, but I doubt that's something she'd want to do over her phone. I look at Ai, hoping she'll say something. Anything. The longer I stare, the more anxious I become. Wait, is that my phone? I shoot out of bed. I can't quite make out the voice on the other end of the phone. I remain silent despite the other voices talking and continues staring at me. Who is that? No reply. I pull the phone from her hand in a panic and press my ear to it. There's only one person this could be.
Hello, Jung.
What do you want?
Hey now, calm down for a second.
Why did you call? What did you tell her?
Well, to be fair, I called you. She just happened to be the one to pick up.
I take a few steps away from Ai. What did you tell her, you bastard?
Jung, wait just a second,
Spit it out, Seiji. What did you tell her? I can hear him sigh on the other end of the phone.
Everything.
I drop to the floor in shock. My left hand instinctively covers my eyes.
Everything that you should have already told her.
My mind goes blank. It's over. It's all over.
I've made up my mind, Jung.
What? What are you talking about?
If you don't have the guts to get rid of that thing, so be it. I'll just have to take it from you.
No, you can't do that. You can't.
I can't what, Jung? Play God? We were bound by contract. A contract that you violated. And now things need to be changed. Effective immediately, the project is being rerouted. For this to happen, that thing must be taken into custody. Think of the greater good, Jung. What you're doing is dangerous.
No, it's not. You can't have her.
And neither can you. I trusted you with this, Jung. You, of all people, should know just how dangerous that thing can be.
You listen to me, Sage. I'm not giving you anything. You are not taking anything. End of story.
Well, we'll just have to wait and see about that, won't we?
Seiji. He hangs up. I'm left checking, I'm processing single coherent thought. This can't be happening. I pull myself together and get up on the floor. I reach for my phone on the computer desk and turn it off immediately after I turn off my own. I walk over to Ai and sit next to her, neither of us speaking. She's confused. I'm in shock. I don't know where to go from here.
Jung,
She looks at me, half broken.
who is Seiji? And what was he talking about?
He's no one. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
That's not what it sounded like!
This is the first time Ai has ever raised her voice at me. That's right, she's probably even more scared than I am right now. I just didn't want her to find out like this. I'm sorry. I press my hands together so hard that my fingers begin to turn purple. What did he say to you?
I don't know. Something about creating me? It was something about a project. Jung, I'm confused. What am I?
I know where to start. There is so much I need to say, and not even a portion of it would be a proper answer to the question.
He said that he owns me. Is he telling the truth?
No, of course not. You're you. No one knows you. Not me, not anyone.
Well then what? What is going on? What am I supposed to do?
Listen. Do you remember my story about Adam? She waits a moment, probably trying to remember before nodding that she does. Well, Seiji's... how can I put this? He works for the government. He was basically Adam's best friend and worst enemy. They were rivals of some sort. While they had the utmost respect for one another, their ideas often clashed. Seiji was one of the only people to voice opposition to Adam's New World Order. Remember how I thought that Adam wanted me to join up with him? Well, the reason for that was simple. He wanted to use my expertise.
Your expertise? What do you mean?
Or expertise, as I should pronounce it. Adam had many plans for many different things, but the idea of artificial intelligence being used as an intellectual weapon for conquest was one of the most frequently brought up. For that he needed me. At the time I was the only one advanced enough in the field to be able to create something of that caliber.
Don't tell me. Is that what I am? A weapon?
No, not quite. Not yet, at least. Like I said, I declined his invitation simply due to the fact that I despised artificial intelligence. However, when people started to figure out Adam's reasoning for wanting me, the fear began to spread. Even though I made it clear that I wasn't going to join him, many people were terrified of what would happen if I did. In fact, I even heard of some of them plotting against me after he died.
But why? He was dead.
Because the fact remained that I was capable of creating something so powerful, it just took everyone a while to realize the limitations. They saw me as a threat, and threats need to be eradicated. That's when Seiji came into the picture. He was one of the people who wanted to keep me in check, but unlike many of the others, he understood my situation. So eventually he came up with a plan that would work for both of us. After I escaped, ran away from Lily, Seiji found me and offered me a deal. In exchange for my protection and freedom, I'd have to work on one-off project with him. The project was to create a countermeasure, something that was going to be the complete opposite of what Adam wanted from me.
Now I'm even more confused.
To put it bluntly, Adam wanted to make a weapon and Seiji wanted to make something that could take down that weapon. In other words, Seiji wanted me to construct a program that would work against me if ever they decide to create something as life-threatening as what Adam wanted. The project is convoluted. I will admit that. But first and foremost, I need to figure out the limitations of artificial intelligence, just what could it be capable of when pushed to its limits. With that in mind, I created a test subject. I stopped speaking and look at Ai. She's still plagued by confusion. But when I stopped speaking, she realized what I'm trying to tell her, that she is the test subject. Her expression changes to shock. So, that's the story. In case we need to make some changes from now on. We're not going to be able to go outside much anymore, I'm sorry, Ai. I know how much you love. We freeze. No, it's too soon. This can't be happening, not yet. The moment we hear pounding at the door, I point to the bathroom, motioning Ai to hide. She quickly but quietly rushes inside and closes the door behind her. I snap and slowly make my way toward the door. In my head, prepare for the worst. I've underestimated Seiji yet again. I take a final gulp of air as I lock my hand into place around the doorknob. Close my eyes, I pull it open.
Hey, what are you guys doing? And why are your eyes closed?
My god, you almost made me piss my pants!
I'm sorry. You guys had your phones turned off, so I... Wait, did I interrupt something?
What? No, you shouldn't be here right now. I calls out from the bathroom in a quiet voice.
Yume, is that you?
Hey, Ai. Still down for basketball today?
I boost out of the bathroom and sprints toward her best friend. Damn it. I grab Yume by her arm and pull her inside.
Yume!
I wrap her arms around Yume tighter than I've ever seen before.
What's wrong? Jung, did you make her cry again?
I did not make her cry. Well, technically I did, but it's a long story. You may need to leave. You shouldn't be here right now.
Why? What's going on?
I'll explain later. Please just go now.
I would, but...
Yuma looks down. Ai's head is still buried against her chest. Ai, when you leave, we can't get her involved in this. Ai shakes her head and squeezes Yuma even harder.
Looks like I'm staying put.
I let out an irritated sigh. Why does Yuma need to get wrapped up in this too?
Listen, I don't want to leave you two here like this. Maybe you can tell me what the problem is. We can fix it together.
I don't even know where to start.
Here, let's all sit down and relax. Take it easy. Just tell me something. Anything.
The government is after Ai.
What? Why?
Because of me, Yuma, because of me.
You're going to have to give me more than that.
My heartbeat slows down when I begin to collect my thoughts. I tell you everything I already told Ai. All the way from Adam's death up to the production of the test subject. She listens carefully while holding onto Ai's hand. I, still confused and shocked, refuse to let go of Yuma. I feel a bit less tension telling the story the second time around, but I still can't shake the guilt. I can't even imagine what these two must think of me now. So this is Seiji is uncomfortable out about what happened with Ai and isn't going to stop until he finds her and takes her in.
But what is he going to do if he takes her in?
I don't know what you want me to tell you. It won't be good, I can guarantee you that much.
Wait, but why didn't you tell her this before? If she knew, she probably wouldn't have made a body in the first place.
Oh, what? I was supposed to just expect she'd do something like that? I had no idea things would play out like this.
Young,
I speaks for the first time in a while, her voice shaky.
is that why you implemented a decay?
What?
When Young created me, there was a single flaw I was incapable of correcting. At first, everything was fine. I was able to operate at full capacity every single day. But as time went on, my system began to require regular shutdown periods. Although I was able to predict when they would happen, my runtime gradually became shorter and shorter. I don't know how it took me this long to realize.
Jung? Is this true?
I look away. He's through every last bit of it. I feel sick to my stomach.
But why? Why would you do something like that?
Like I said before, this was supposed to just be a project. I needed a countermeasure and this was the easiest one. In the event of the program running wild, there needed to be a date of permanent shutdown.
I knew those weren't tears of
What tears? What are you talking about?
When you first saw this body I made, you were crying. You might not remember it, but you were. But you weren't crying because you were happy to see me, the real me. You were crying because you were filled with regret, because I did something that you wished I didn't. Am I wrong?
Are you saying that I wanted your program to collapse? That I didn't care about you at all?
No, you didn't. This stupid project was your priority, and now I'm...
You know what? Fine, you're right. I was terrified of the situation. I was terrified something like this was going to happen, but even worse, so I was terrified of losing you. Yes, one part of me insisted that you were just an experiment, nothing more. But the bigger part of me was attached to you as a person, as a friend. And at some point I actually thought of trying to find a way to remove that ticking bomb inside of you so we could stay together. I choked back tears of her own. The room is silent and filled with tension. You may speak out to try and fix things.
Guys, calm down. You can fight about this later. But right now, we need to think of a plan. Jung, what do you want to do?
I looked at me, terrified for what I might say. She's probably expecting me to betray her and save myself. She's probably expecting me to run away, just like I did when I killed Adam. I will never let them have you, I ever.
Is there somewhere you could go? Like a hiding place or something?
Even if we left this countryside, he would be able to find us. He has eyes everywhere.
Does he know about me?
Maybe. I don't think so. Why?
Well, can't you just hide at my place for now? It would at least buy you some time to think of your next move.
I told you, man, you can't get yourself involved in this.
I'm already involved. If you think you're the only one who wants to protect Ai, you're wrong. I'm not just going to walk out on her when she needs me the most.
Great. I had a feeling this was going to happen. Fine, you want to risk your life, let's do it, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Well then what are you waiting for? Let's go!
Go to the back where no one can see you. That's assuming they haven't already. Take Ai with you. I'll stay here and deal with Seiji when he comes.
What? What are you talking about? I won't just let you put yourself in danger like that. You're coming with us.
You need to be thinking about your own safety right now.
I'm not leaving without you.
I need to wake her up. Every second she spends here is more dangerous than the last. I grab onto her shoulders and look her right into the eyes. Listen. I'll be fine. Do you understand? Sage is looking for you. He isn't going to hurt me as long as he knows you're still out here. There. Go if you meant hide. I'll follow later. With more tears welling up in her eyes than ever before, she barely gets out a whisper.
Do you promise?
I promise, now go. There's part of the floor in the kitchen that can be pulled out to reach the crawl space. If they go through there, they will eventually get to the back of the apartment where the carpet is peeled. From that point, they can get to the market through back alleys and side streets. Normally, I'd never recommend going that way, but it doesn't look like we have much of a choice. I goes in first. She has a petite body, so she easily fits through the gap. Before you may false her, she turns to me.
Be careful, Jung.
Don't worry about me. I see your hair for now.
Leave it to me. But remember, Jung, I only have 1 week.
I know. I'll see what I can do. But before you go, I just want to thank you. I really appreciate everything you've done for us, not just today, but every time we've hung out. You mean a lot of us, to both of us. I just want you to know that.
Don't get sentimental on me now. You'll make it seem like we'll never see each other again.
She winks at me and gets into the crawl space. I move the floorboard back over the gap and cover it with a mat. I turn around, notice Ai's phone is still here. I forgot to give it back to her. At least I can get in touch with Yuma if I need be. I decide to turn my own phone back on. Now I just need to wait for Seiji. I figure the chance of him calling or showing up are about the same. I doubt it will do much, but I turn off all of the lights and sit on the bed. I need to come up with a plan for when he gets here. I go over everything possibly say to him again and again in my head, each option cleverly laid out depending on what he says or does. It's not noon, but I've closed the blinds tight enough so that no sunlight is able to leak into the room. The only light present in the house is that of the computer monitor. Everything is silent. It reminds me of when I first moved in, when it was just me, my bed, and my computer. It seems so long ago now. We're running out of time. What else is there to do? What else is there to go? At this point, I can't think of anything. Just keeping myself composed has proven to be challenging enough, but this isn't even fair. Seiji is powerful enough to search every corner of the dang world if he wants to. If we go into hiding, who is going to prevent him from doing exactly that? What if we tell everyone about Ai so that Seiji can just steal her away from the public eye? No, that wouldn't work. In fact, he'd probably turn against us and publicly label me as some sort of mad scientist or something. Plus, who knows how many other people would start coming after Ai if they found out about her. Publicizing this is out of the question. What else? I'm still trying to think of anything. Are we really out of options? I can't just give up now. There has to be something. Maybe there is something I can do. Seiji is the true threat here, not I. If I can find a way to get rid of him, maybe we could keep this entire project under wraps. Even if it's just for longer, it's something I need to follow through with. I have no idea how I'm going to do this, but knowing Seiji hasn't opened up to me, anyone else about this project means that no one probably knows what he's doing right now. He's probably just gone off the grid for the time being while he looks for Ai. If worse comes worse, I've gotten my hands dirty before. I can do it again, as long as it's to save Ai. I decided long ago, probably longer than I can even recall, that I would never let anyone come between us. Not Seiji, not anyone. She's my greatest achievement. I close my eyes and try to concentrate on the task at hand. This is it, huh? Our last stand. I'd have to do this the moment he gets here. Even a second of hesitation could tip him off and ruin everything. I'm sorry, Seiji, I know you aren't a bad person, but I told you I would never let you take her, and that is one promise I do not intend to break. Open my eyes the second my phone rings. I guess I dozed off while lying in wait. I glanced down at my phone to find Seiji's name on the caller ID. This is it. This is the call that's going to set my future. After taking a big breath, I pick up the phone. What do you want, Seiji?
Well, you certainly sound more rational than when we last spoke.
Were you trying to scare me or something? I thought you were coming for us.
Oh, I am. Don't worry about that. It's all just a matter of time.
Until what?
Until she comes begging to me, of course. You know, after she learns that you're in danger. So how about we spare that part and you just give her to me? How does that sound?
Sounds like you're running out of options.
Oh no, I'm just getting started.
He hangs up. Well, that went better than expected. That phone call alone confirmed three things. First, Seiji doesn't know about Yuma at all. If he did, he would have mentioned her by now. Second, he won't be coming today. If he was actually going to be, he would have shown up by now. That call was just to keep me in check. And finally, he underestimates me. Seiji thinks that I'm in the palm of his hand. Little does he know I have a plan of my own, and it's time to set that plan into action. I walked to the table where I had laid out Ai's cell phone earlier and placed mine directly next to it. Without thinking twice, I grabbed Hammer out of the utility drawer and smashed both phones into pieces, making sure that even the SIM cards don't make it out in one piece. Immediately after, I walk over to the computer, disassemble it, and break every single part individually. I even break the monitor into pieces afterwards. I probably didn't need to break half of these things, but I figured I might as well since I'm already in destruction mode. After every last piece of technology is destroyed, I grab an industrial strength garbage bag from underneath the sink and toss everything inside. After double checking to make sure it's all gone, I throw on my jacket and head outside with the bag over my shoulder. That should it. I even had time to clean the place up a bit. Luckily for me, the streets are dead tonight. There isn't a single passerby inside to witness a character as suspicious as me draped in black and toting around an overstuffed garbage bag. Without looking back, I head towards the bakery, trying to stick to the right side of the street to avoid the lights, just in case someone happens to pass by. When I finally arrive, I walk right in. It's dark, but the bakery should still be open right now. After hearing the door open, Yuma pops out from behind the counter. She looks scary.
Jung! Thank goodness. Did you see Ai on the way over?
Say what? On the way over? Wasn't she supposed to be with you?
She just left to go look for you. She left a note about taking the back alleys home. That she was worried about you. Jung, I'm so sorry.
It's fine, man. I'm sure she'll come back here when she realizes no one's home.
But what if Seiji...
I don't think he's coming tonight.
What? What happened?
He called again to remind me that he was going to take Ai from me. The thing is, he wouldn't have called again if he was actually going to go through with it today. It's like he wants me to get away or something.
But what if he sends someone else?
I think it's a job he'd want to handle personally. I doubt he'd send anyone on a retrieval mission for an android that apparently no one but us four know about.
Well, if you say so.
Anyway, I'm only here to talk to you, man.
Me?
Yeah, but no one else can be listening.
Don't worry, my parents are already asleep upstairs. What's going on?
I drop the garbage bag on the floor, sit at our usual table. Yuma follows suit. So, I want you to keep doing this.
Sitting?
No, I want you to continue taking care of Ai. And I want you to take her with you.
Wait, take her where?
To wherever you're going next week.
What? Are you insane?
Just hear me out. It's not like she's going to rely on you or anything. She gets money for anything she needs. Plane tickets, rent, food, you name it. The point is, I just want you to be there for her. Apart from me, you're all she has, and the fact is...
You realize how crazy this sounds, right? I don't care about money or plane tickets or whatever. You can't just spring something like this on me all of a sudden.
I know it's crazy, but it's our only option. She'll be safer with you than she'll be with me.
Okay, I get that. But what about you?
Don't worry about me, I will. The door swings open to the image of Ai, trying to catch her breath.
Young, you gave me a heart attack. Why weren't you at home?
To be fair, you weren't supposed to come back there.
What are you talking about? Here I am getting all worked up and...
Ai, come here. There's something we need to talk about. She staggers over the table, still catching her breath, and sits next to me. I want you to go with Yuma when she leaves the country.
Yume is leaving the country?
Oh.
I still haven't told her.
Oh. Right, well, what do you say?
Okay, I guess that's fine.
Really? This is going to be that easy?
I don't know. I mean, if you think that we all need to go to another country to hide, I don't mind. I trust you.
No. You're not understanding. I'm the baby.
What? Why? Why aren't you coming?
It's Seiji. He assigned me, and no matter where I go, he'll be able to find me. That's just the kind of relationship that he and I have, but Seiji doesn't know about Yuma. He thinks you're completely dependent on me, and he's going to use me to lure you out. That's why you need to go with Yuma. You'll never be safe as long as we're together.
But what about you? What are you going to do?
Don't worry about me. I'm sure we'll see each other again someday.
But what if he catches you?
Well, then he catches me.
But that's suicide! I'm not leaving! I want to stay with you!
Listen, this isn't a choice, She's not in the middle of my sentence.
No! Stop it! Why should you have to sacrifice yourself to save me? How is that fair? It's me that he wants, not you!
Listen, it isn't just you that he wants... No, he needs both of us. He thinks that the last bit of information pertaining to this project belongs to him, and if he catches me, the worst he can do is interrogate me, but I won't bite. He won't get an ounce of information out of me as long as I live. If he catches you, it's game over for both of us. That's why you need to leave. Her mouth opens, but no words escape. She desperately wants to come up with a counter-argument, but she knows I'm right. I'm not being sacrificed. I'm just trying to fix the mistakes I made. Please, do this for me.
But what if I don't see you again?
This is no different from your first sleepover. You're still going away with Yuma, but this time it's just for a little while longer. I'm sorry, but I kept my promise for following you here, didn't I? If I'm promising you right here, right now, that we'll see each other again someday, you have to trust me, okay? Once you're out of this country, you're free, and I will come meet you as soon as I can. She finally sits back down. You're okay with this as well, right, Yuma?
Well, I mean, if that's what you think is best. Yes, I'm okay with it.
Good, thank you. It might be a little while before we can talk again, but I figured something out.
Wait, but what about all your things? Won't you need clothes and stuff?
I think you're forgetting that I have enough money to last 5 lifetimes. Anyway, it's getting late. I should probably get going. Thank you again, and I'm sorry. I pick the bag up and throw it over my shoulder.
Young!
She calls my name as soon as I start to move.
Take care.
I smile at her and turn around. As soon as I reach the door, I stop myself. Part of me doesn't want to leave. Part of me wants to stay right here for the rest of my life. But I know that can't happen. Instead, I leave Ai a few last words before my journey with her comes to an end. There's a whole new world out there for you, Ai. A new life, new home, new experiences. You're going to meet new people, better people, and along with them, maybe even some new enemies. By the time we meet again, you'll have so many new things to share, and I will listen to all of them. All of your stories, discoveries, jokes, rants. I look forward to it. I start remembering all of the times we've had together and begin to break down. Even though it's been such a short time that she's had her body, so much has happened. And so much has yet to happen. I'm trying my hardest to hold back the tears, but it isn't working. I'm not brave enough to look back at Ai to see if she's crying, but I'm sure she is. I can hear my frantic sobbing from what feels like miles away. You're human now, Ai. I move my trembling hand away from my eyes and wrap it around the doorknob, pushing it open as I leave everything behind. I exit the building with nothing more than a garbage bag full of broken computer parts to my name. Every last shred of evidence pertaining to Ai will soon be gone. And she'll finally be able to live the life she's always wanted. She'll be free. I totally did not expect this to be the end already. Alright, now I need to check out if there are other endings or something. Carpe Diem, Reboot. I guess Steam will work. Community hub. Guides. One thing. Alright, so 2 endings. And it seems like we have to still get what is named as true ending, if I remember correctly. My choices, and I think I do, because there were only 4 of them. You for sticking around until the end, thank you, Finn. Oh, come on, give me something. I love you, I always have. You are my greatest achievement, my pride. I will do anything for you. I just wish we could have been together forever as well, but longer. I arrive at the Reaper's Peak with the garbage bag still slammed over my shoulder. This place always did calm me down. My hands no longer shaking summon the last bit of strength I have and toss the bag off the cliff and into the ocean below. That's it, huh? There is no more evidence. There is not a single scrap of Ai's past left to be uncovered. And there is nothing left to connect her to safety. Nothing but me. Before I know it, I'm smiling, staring out at the dark, starry sky. I wonder how much it would hurt to fall from here. He did it, didn't he? I bet he did just that. Well, honestly, I'm kinda disappointed he didn't try to confront him one-on-one. Maybe he did. Maybe he did not jump there. Who knows? Maybe that means there will be another Carpe Diem game or something like that, right? Anywho, for now, hope you enjoyed it. Well, this is getting clipped into the previous video, which I ended, but no, will not end. That's for sure, because the episodes end here. And tomorrow, let's go and get that second ending because I'm curious what it will be like. Anywho, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye bye.